Finding a job is not an easy task. Along the way, you may encounter numerous obstacles and might start to feel a bit frustrated. Now, if you don't have work experience and are looking for your first job, the feeling you might have is that you are living through a real catastrophe. You don't have experience if they are asking for people with experience. So, how can you start? Hello, I am John Charles. I work in human resources, and I am here to give you a hand. The first thing to keep in mind is that anyone who is working started working at some point, so they have been in the exact same situation you are in now. And trust me, you can get through it. So let's go with a few tips to help you find a job when you have no experience. Having a resume is something obvious. You surely know that you need to have a resume to start finding a job, and that's correct. It is very important, and it is the first step you should take. Now, this resume must be excellent and should be tailored exactly to the type of job you are seeking. If you have different studies that are unrelated to each other, focus on the job you are seeking and create a resume that is exactly suitable for the positions you are looking for. Discard anything that merely fills space and does not contribute to that type of position. If you do this and tailor your resume to the type of positions available, you will generate much more interest from companies. If you want to know how you can create that first resume when you have no work experience, I advise you to check out this video where we have talked in detail about how you can do it. And by the way, while we're at it, in the description I also leave you a video where we have seen how you can make your first resume in work. The job offers you apply to. You might be tempted to start applying to thousands of job offers to see if you get lucky, or as the saying goes, to see if the flute sounds. I'm sorry to tell you, but no, in this case, the flute never plays. The job offers you are pursuing must make sense with your application and the resume you have created, even if you are desperate. And to give an absurd example, if you are applying for an engineering position and your studies are in law, you are not going to get that job, no matter how hard you try. If you do this, applying to thousands of job offers without rhyme or reason, you will increase the rejection rate you accumulate, and your demotivation will be much greater. So save yourself these kinds of feelings, be more efficient, and apply only to job offers where your candidacy makes sense, only applying to those offers where you have opportunities to spark interest. In the job interview, you must show the right attitude 2001. Having a good resume to catch the interviewer's attention is just as important as presenting yourself with the right confidence and assurance during the interview. This attitude of confidence and security is very important, so that they see that even if you are a junior person, even if you are just starting out, you deserve an opportunity because you are a very good future asset for the company. And for this interview, it is very important that you analyze yourself, that you know exactly what your strengths and weaknesses are, so that you can talk about them confidently in the job interview. Humility. If you are aware that you are starting your career and present yourself as such, you will show an aura of humility around you that is much more attractive to companies, especially when you are just starting out. It is necessary for potential to be seen in you, which is what they will now look for in someone who is starting out. Let yourself be advised. There is an option that can give you very good results to start working, and that is mentorship. A mentor is a person who has been in a situation very similar to yours, who has overcome the difficulties you are currently facing, and who therefore can advise you very well on how you should act and the steps you can take. Find someone who is dedicated to what you want to do and take advantage of it. Look for internships and scholarships. It doesn't matter whether they are curricular internships, meaning those you need to complete your studies, or non-curricular internships, which are those you do after you have finished your studies. Internships and scholarships are the best way to start your professional journey. It is the way to start acquiring the experience that you will be asked for in the jobs you will hold in the future. And yes, you might not get paid, or you might get paid very little during these internships, but don't see it as something negative. Instead, view it as a toll you have to pay for a period of your life in order to start your professional career. Later on, the jobs where you will be able to earn money will come. Don't worry, this is just a phase. Volunteer experiences while you are studying, or when you have just finished your studies and are looking for your first job, can involve collaborating with NGOs or very similar organizations that are very open to incorporating people. Regardless of whether you have experience, these organizations always need people. What are you going to achieve by working like this? You will acquire experiences and skills that you didn't have, and these skills will enhance your professional profile so that when you go to a company, you are much more prepared for the challenges you will encounter. Don't stop. Looking for a job is no excuse for your resume to stop growing. You can attend competitions, participate in projects, increase your training, competitions, and you can do all of this while you are looking for a job. What will you achieve with this? Well, basically staying active so that psychologically your mind doesn't stop working. It's very important that you keep yourself like that you stay active. Your mind will be working. You won't have that feeling of uselessness, that sensation that life is slipping through your fingers that everyone has when they are looking for a job. This way, you will keep your spirits high and your brain will always be functioning. Get letters of recommendation. It doesn't matter if you ask a colleague, your internship supervisor, a university professor, or a teacher from the course you have completed. It is very important that you have recommendation letters from people who know you professionally. This type of letter can help you a lot in your job search, and many companies require recommendation letters to work. This way, you will be seen as a trustworthy person, because after all, someone has dedicated time to it. Writing a letter of recommendation means that you are trustworthy, that you are important to someone, and that always piques the interest of others. And lastly, be patient. Finding a job requires being rejected many times. You might be told no 50 or 100 times before you get a yes. But those 50 or 100 rejections are the path you have traveled to get that yes. Finding a job is a matter of being prepared and having a good resume, having good experience, and also having a bit of luck. But above all, it's a matter of volume. The more opportunities you access, the more chances you have of being selected. Be resilient, endure, and keep moving forward. You will see how soon you will start having your first interviews and you will succeed. I hope these tips have been helpful and that you are a little more prepared to find your first job. If you want to know more about the world of employment, stay updated on human resources topics, how you can find a job, improve your resume, and the way you conduct interviews, you can subscribe. Don't forget to recommend the video and share it with people who might need it. And that's it. See you in the next video. Goodbye.